Hello, Jess Too Good here, and LEGO Minifigures Series 20 official pictures came out a couple days back from the minifigure store. Now, we did get a brief look at Toy Fair, but this gives us some more clear pictures. The series apparently releases May 1st, and I wanted to take this time to express my individual thoughts on each, but it took me so long because I think I have jet lag. I've felt very exhausted lately. Sorry if I haven't been putting out very big videos, but more importantly, this series is so boring. I don't want to constantly be shitting on the original CMF series each year, so I almost didn't make this video, but being honest is important. And I think in general, the unlicensed numbered series have become the least interesting of the three series each year. It wasn't always this way. Of course, in time, it's hard to be more and more original with each new series introducing at least 16 minifigures. But as somebody who has collected these numbered series since Series 1, the new ones have become more of a way to get cool accessories than really detailed and unique minifigures. Of course, these series aren't aimed towards me completely, rather the target demographic is young kids, and to them, a lot of these may be fresh if they weren't around to buy LEGO before. I get that. That doesn't mean I can't express how boring this series comes off to me. I feel like there's a good middle ground, and LEGO has taken an easier way out with a lot of common pieces or slight variations of common pieces beyond the head, leg, and torso, and very common ideas that they've done it in CMF series before. And with the heads, legs, and torsos, there's basic prints. I know there's only so much they can do, but let me use this first minifigure as an example, the Disc Athlete. This looks so much like minifigures from Team GB, obviously, since it's clearly an indirect tie-in to the Olympics. Now, Team GB is a series that was never released to most of the world, and it was incredibly expensive to import then, and incredibly expensive to get now. So to many people, this may be a great minifigure. But to me, as somebody who was fortunate enough to be able to get Team GB, I find it boring. That's okay, we could agree to disagree there. Now, what I think I can get a lot of you to agree with on this figure is that it's not worth $5. In the United States, starting with the DC series, each LEGO minifigure series is now selling for $5 a pack. And if you're going to make a series $5, give us more interesting pieces with each of these. Like one new piece per minifigure, like, new molds, even though I tried to avoid saying that since it's not the most accurate term. We do get the spear in white for the first time, which is kind of cool, and we get a printed disc, which is exclusive. But you know where I'm moving to. Why is LEGO still using this ponytail piece in any shade of brown for CMFs? I mean, this is something I complained about so many years because I remember for the Series 11 Scientists, I wrote like a little song on Eurobricks about how overused the piece in the CMFs is in brown, that ponytail piece. This is a perfect opportunity to give us maybe a new ponytail piece altogether, a different style, maybe a hard plastic one similar to that Friends one they seem to reluctantly use unlicensed minifigures for accuracy from time to time. Now, this second character seems more fresh. It's a rocket scientist. I mean, we did have a rocket boy, but to me this is cool and original and actually one of my favorites of this series. I love the printed pieces here, whether it's the classic space reference on the shirt, the 2x3 tile with the schematics of the rocket, or a really cool co-promotion of NASA with the logo on the rocket. Her hair hat combo is in new colors with a nice space logo, which is different from the classic space one, but I wouldn't expect that since this seems to be a more real tie-in with NASA. As for these next two, they're just two mom's favorites. Drone Boy is fine, I guess. I mean, the accessory is a new piece, and this is a trend with recent unlicensed LEGO CMFs. As I said earlier, the accessory is 1,000 times more interesting than the minifigure. Don't get me wrong, I love civilian minifigures, but for a CMF series, I prefer workers or genres of civilian figures we haven't seen before. This is just a regular dude. And for the new drone piece, which is actually just a new attachment to the Overwatch gun with the small 2019 propeller accessories attached, I think it would have been more interesting if LEGO wasn't obsessed with drones last year, where I feel there was a bit of an overkill of drones in sets. It was like LEGO just discovered what a drone is. It doesn't feel special in that regard. I mean, the round corner tile piece with the new print is useful and cool for the controller. The hat in bluish green is neat, and the torso print provides a reference to the monorail set. But as a whole, this figure isn't anything too exciting. Even less exciting is what Brickset calls the 80s musician. This is like the billionth rockstar style minifigure they've had in CMFs, and he just reminds me of the Downtown Diner guy. LEGO uses an uncommon hairpiece, Old Man Luke's hair, but they have it in the same dark tan color. Like, come on LEGO, if you're going to use an existing hairpiece in the CMF series, give us it in a new color, not the most common color it's in. Once again, it's a minifigure where the most interesting part is the accessory, a new keytar piece. This series is a 20th series, the 10th series celebrated by giving us Mr. Gold, Now, I don't want there to be another Chase minifigure like that to make everyone go crazy, but this time around, to celebrate, we get green brick guy. Okay, I mean, Series 18 gave us red and blue brick people. I guess it was a cute couple, but I think that was enough for CMFs. These brick costumes could really be something to add in promotional sets, not wasting more CMF slots. And what's worse is his accessory. It's a 2x2 tile that just says 10. This series celebrates 10 years of CMS for context, but the tile is just a 10. It's so unspecific and bland. I don't know, Series 18 did some cooler prints to celebrate 40 years of the LEGO minifigure, like the 1x1 tiles of Series 1 coupled with gift boxes. Admittedly, the brick couple then had lame accessories, but still. Maybe this could have been a silver brick costume to match the series and tile color, something more special feeling. I love green, but it just feels very random. The best part is a new color for the hard to find hairpiece, which is Soldier's hair from Overwatch, now in Nougat. Then there's Llama Costume Girl. You all know I don't really care for costume people when they're not based on something that exists in LEGO. I did like the giraffe guy despite that all, but this feels similar to that, but more niche. Another minifigure I don't care for, topped off with an extremely common carrot accessory. Martial Arts Boy is another one that does not feel original, considering we've gotten CMFs doing martial arts or related forms of self-defense. The accessory is interesting with these very short sticks to a chain part, and that could all be new pieces, but I'm not really sure. We gotta see if that's like dual molded. Also, he has Flitwick's hair in black, which is very nice for a new color for that piece and a very useful new color for that piece. So this is one I want more than many of the others for the pieces alone. The Breakdancer is one of my favorites of the series, though we've had a lot of dance type figures before in CMFs, but I just really like the design here. This feels like a $5 CMF. Very colorful and detailed in printing. I love the face print, where one of the eyebrows has like a little cut in it. In general, different shapes and colors for eyebrows on minifigures is something LEGO needs to take more advantage of with CMF series. Many times it feels like we're getting the same face over and over again, and despite LEGO CMFs having new unique face prints for each minifigure for the most part. I love her new hair hat combo, which is a new piece. That's just a fantastically detailed part, and I believe it's a new color for the boombox as her accessory. Peas in a Pod Costume Girl is the best of the costumes here. Don't get me wrong, it's not great. I love the face print though with the green lipstick, and I've seen people wear Peas in a Pod costumes as a joke, you know, like, oh, we're peas in a pod. There's going to be a variant of this coming to build a minifigure from my understanding with slightly different colors, and that will make a good pairing here. I just wish her accessory was an actual new Peas in a Pod Lego piece, because none exists, and they just give her a common red apple as an accessory. Yay. This next figure is one of the weakest choices of this series. They call her Sea Rescuer, but she's just another diver. Look, we had a diver in Series 1, nothing will top the one in Series 8, and divers in general are very common minifigure tropes for something like LEGO City, especially with LEGO City getting another diver sub-theme this summer. But this, again, is one where the accessory is the most interesting part. There's a new turtle piece which looks absolutely fantastic. They should have made the minifigure more interesting, however. Pinata Boy and Pajama Girl are two I like in this series. I mean, sure, both have very similar outfits and tropes of previous CMFs. I wouldn't say they're amazing, but I like the new Pinata piece. The design for the poncho and sombrero both feel fresh with their color schemes and uncommon pieces. And Pajama Girl has an extremely useful new color of Hermione's hair, an adorable torso, and a new piece for a stuffed bunny. This Power Rangers looking dude is called the Sentai by some, Super Warrior by others, and this is one of the most, if not the most interesting figure of the series. It's a trope I haven't seen in LEGO before. I mean, sure, I guess Ninjago has its similarities to something like Power Rangers, but that new helmet piece makes it go the extra mile of uniqueness. I also love the Energy Blade piece in green. As for the Tournament Knight, he sucks. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of LEGO Castle. I like getting new knights, but compared to our past CMF knights, this is by far the least interesting and like an inferior version of the Frightening Knight from Series 15. Heck, we got more interesting knights in the last numbered series. He's going to a tournament with no armor protection, like really, and the torso and leg printing, I guess, is kind of cool. And they give us a new sword, which is neat, but not completely necessary. And I'm not sure it'll stay exclusive with the summer LEGO Ninjago outfits being more night-themed. Finally, there's Viking and Pirate. The Viking is a fantastic minifigure, a new trope for CMFs, an uncommon thing from LEGO. LEGO Viking sets are so hard to find nowadays, and this is a huge improvement from those designs with the new helmet piece. We did get the female Viking, if you want to count that, but that's very different from this one. Beard is the lighter shade of orange, and the spear isn't mind-blowing, but they also gave us a really nice new printed shield, and even dual molding on his legs and arms. This one is worth the $5 price. The Pirate, well, we've had pirate CMFs and similar designs to this girl before. There's not too many female LEGO pirates, so I appreciate the leg and torso prints as well as the new hair hat combo, but I kind of wish they gave her an eye patch. The sword is very common and it's her only accessory. This is just another minifigure that isn't bad per se, but something that isn't detailed for that $5 or $4 price. Based on my existing CMF rating system, here's my rankings of each figure. I think I made it pretty clear at this point of how boring and bad this series is as a whole to me, with little that stand out. Looking closer, even if this didn't have the price jump to $5, this is still a more uninteresting series than 19, which was a more uninteresting series than 18, which was more uninteresting than 17. Honestly, it's just been downhill since series 15, I feel, for the unlicensed numbered series. But that's just my opinion, and I want to hear yours. Rip apart what I say, agree or disagree, put what you like or dislike. That's what the comments are for. I just want to hear from you. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.